And the first of the umbilicals now retracting. Once the second umbilical retracts, that will initiate the launch command for main engine start. There goes the second umbilical. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. Turbo pumps now coming up to flight speed. And liftoff. Liftoff of the 75th Progress resupply ship on a fast-track 2-orbit flight to the International Space Station. Roll, pitch, and yaw program are in. The Soyuz 2.1A booster arcing out to the northeast from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. All parameters are reported to be normal. The International Space Station is now flying directly over the Baikonur Cosmodrome. The Soyuz now moving through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, going supersonic as it heads downrange. Soyuz traveling at 2,500 miles an hour, some 15 miles in altitude now, 10 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. All parameters are reported to be normal by the engineers at the blockhouse in Baikonur as we stand by for first stage shutdown and separation. And we have first stage shutdown. Second stage engines up and running in good shape. The flight is reported to be proceeding in nominal fashion. Good structural parameters being reported. The Soyuz second stage is guiding the Progress resupply ship on a precise path to its preliminary orbit. And we have reports of launch shroud jettison. All the vehicle parameters are in good shape. Good engine performance from the second stage engines. And this view from a camera on the upper stage of the Soyuz 2.1A. The Soyuz traveling now at about 7,300 miles an hour. 81 miles in altitude, 190 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. The second stage engine continues to function normally, all good structural parameters being reported. And we're standing by for second stage shutdown and separation. All good reports coming in from the blockhouse at Baikonur. Good structural parameters being reported. The flight continues to proceed in nominal fashion. Yaw, pitch and roll. Good reports coming in from Baikonur as the Soyuz continues to do its job. Well over halfway through its ascent to place the Progress on a path to the International Space Station. Third stage engine performance up and running in good shape as we cross the 7-minute mark into the flight. About 1 minute and 40 seconds of powered flight remaining. Animation now being generated by real-time telemetry from the Soyuz 2.1A booster, as we're about 1 minute and 15 seconds away from third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation. The Soyuz booster traveling almost 13,000 miles an hour, 122 miles in altitude, more than 600 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Third stage engine continues to burn in perfect fashion as we cross the 8-minute mark. Good stable vehicle being reported. As soon as the Progress separates from the third stage, control of the flight of the Progress will revert back to the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov outside of Moscow. We're standing by now for third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation. And we have third stage shutdown and separation. Next event will be the deployment of the Progress's solar arrays and navigational antennas. And you see that function now in work. And all of the appendages have now been deployed, the solar arrays and the navigational antenna and the TV boom on the Progress. A perfect launch and a perfect ride to its preliminary orbit. Launch occurring at